Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go.
Hello, this is Nick with Nick's Computer Fix, and here's a video on how to connect your TCL Soundbar to your Smart TV. And we're going to be using an HDMI cable. Keep in mind, these instructions will work on most soundbars, and this one happens to be a TCL S45H soundbar. And by the way, be sure to click on that subscribe button. It would be greatly appreciated. Right now, let's take a close-up look and very quickly at the box that the TCL Soundbar came in, and it shows some features here. I want to mention them: Dolby Atmos, TDS, Bluetooth, AI Sonic, HDMI, TCL TV Ready, and 2T Corel. In any case, let's go ahead and move into connecting the HDMI cable to the soundbar and the Smart TV. And by the way, I'm using the TCL Smart TV, so the soundbar and TV are both TCL brand. However, once again, I'll mention that you can connect the TCL soundbar to any Smart TV on the market. Alright, let's go ahead and begin here by connecting the HDMI cable that was included with this TCL soundbar. And I'm going to connect the HDMI cable on the rear of the TV set into the ARC, and sometimes it's called the eARC HDMI port. And on my TV, it's the second one, not the first one. I got HDMI 1 and HDMI 2, and HDMI 2 is the one that supports the ARC, which is ARC, and gives me the audio for my soundbar. And once you plug it in like that, I'm going to go back onto the front side, but first let me give you a little bit of a close-up look here. You can see it's in the second HDMI port, and normally TVs, the second HDMI is ARC. Alright, on the front here, I'm going to pick up the soundbar and plug the other end of the HDMI cable into the HDMI port on the soundbar. Now you'll notice on the soundbar there's only one HDMI port, so you cannot plug it into the wrong one. There's only one way to plug it in, and once you plug it in, there we go. Make sure it's nice and snug. And it is, and I'm happy with that. And HDMI because I have the soundbar powered on already, I get the message ARC device connected. On top of the soundbar, there are touch-sensitive controls for power, connection, Bluetooth, and volume. So let's go ahead and press the power button first. And once we do, the light turns white. And because I'm already connected to the HDMI cable, I get ARC device connected message. And then there's other controls here like I mentioned. And let's go through the connections.
HDMI ARC, optical, aux, USB, Bluetooth, HDMI ARC.
Now you've noticed that different color lights represent different connection types. So the HDMI ARC connection is the purple light. And then obviously the blue light is for Bluetooth and so forth. Now if you connect your soundbar to your TV and you power it on just like this and it says ARC device connected, you're thinking, okay, I'm good to go. But if you get this message on your screen, HDMI 2- no signal, this procedure will normally correct the issue. So in Google TV, go to settings, and once you're in there, scroll down to display and sound, and then on the right hand side, scroll down to audio output, and then we want to make sure that the audio output is set to HDMI ARC, ARC. There's several options here, but make sure that it is set to HDMI ARC, ARC. And once you ensure and make sure that that setting is correctly set, you should have a signal and no problem at all. And your audio from your soundbar should be crystal clear. Hello, this is Nick with Nick's Computer Fix, and welcome to my channel. Okay, that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Be sure to click on that subscribe button. It would be greatly appreciated.